Trophic structure of coral reefs. Coral reefs are the richest and most complex of all marine ecosystems. Literally thousands of species coexist on a reef from many different trophic levels. A trophic level is a step in a food chain or food web that an organism occupies due to its diet. The tropical waters where coral reefs are found are usually poor in nutrients and therefore have very little phytoplankton or primary productivity. Corals recycle the nutrients produced through the photosynthesis of the zooxanthellae and can therefore survive in nutrient-poor waters. Nutrient recycling occurs not only between corals and their zooxanthellae, but among all members of the coral reef community. Coral reefs are very productive, even though the surrounding ocean water lacks nutrients, because nutrients are recycled extensively. Nitrogen is fixed on the reef, and the zooplankton and nutrients that occur in the water are used efficiently. Nitrogen fixation. Some nutrients are lost to the ocean currents, and therefore more nutrient supply is needed by reef organisms. Coral reefs have one of the highest rates of the nitrogen fixation of any natural community. Nitrogen fixation is the conversion of the nitrogen gas into the nitrogen compounds that can be used by primary producers as nutrients. Primary production is the conversion of carbon from an inorganic form, carbon dioxide, into organic matter by autotrophs, ultimately producing food. The main nitrogen fixers are cyanobacteria. There is also evidence that corals have symbionts that fix nitrogen to provide nutrients for the zooxanthellae. Coralline algae is also an important primary producer on the reef. Filter feeders. Many non-mobile species pass water through their digestive system and collect nutrients, zooplankton and phytoplankton from the water. These include clams, sponges and sea squirts. Grazers. The waste products of organisms that graze on algae, mucus and coral are recycled by corals and algae on the reef. These organisms include algae-eating fish, coral-eating fish, snails, shrimps, sea urchins and sea stars. Detritus feeders are sea cucumbers, some snails, worms, amphipods and soft corals. Coral and coral mucus feeders, butterfly fish, parrotfish, some angelfish and some starfish. Predators, sharks, rays, fishes, some crabs, lobster and shrimp. Competition. The reef is crowded, and as a result corals and other sessile organisms compete for space and light. When different species of coral come in contact, they attack each other with stinging tentacles or secretions. Reef fish are also competitive because many species share the same diet and habitat. Species may avoid competitive exclusion by having their own particular ecological niche. An ecological niche is the combination of what a species eats, where it lives, how it behaves, and all the other aspects of its lifestyle. There are two theories as to what controls the structure of the reef fish community. One theory holds that abundances of a species are determined by how many larvae are available. The other theory asserts that there is ample supply of larvae and communities are structured by competition among juveniles and adults after the larvae settle. Symbiosis. Symbiosis refers to a close relationship between two different species. Symbiotic relationships are very important in coral reef communities, and among the vast number of species that live on coral reefs, many have involved symbiotic relationships. Examples: anemone fishes, amphiprion species, have an interesting relationships with sea anemones. Anemones have a powerful sting and are capable of killing the fish. The fish have a protective mucus, however, that keeps the anemone from stinging them. The result is that the anemone fishes are protected by the anemone and brood their eggs under it. The anemone also benefits from the relationship. The fish drive away other fishes that eat anemones. Anemones with host fish have also been found to live longer, grow faster and reproduce more often than anemones that do not house fish. Cleaner fish and cleaner shrimp species remove parasites and unhealthy flesh from the mouth and gills of many fish, ray and shark species. The cleaner is provided with a meal while the fish is relieved by the removal of an irritating parasite or infection. For this reason, the fish being clean does not eat the cleaner, even though they would make for an easy meal.